from Climate Program of IRS. My question is for Ms. Laurie Watkins. Actually, I believe that Pakistan should seriously consider acceding to the UN Water Course Convention of 1997 and UN ECE Water Convention of 1992. To strengthen its legal standing and to reinforce transboundary water governance. And it will also complement Indus Water Treaty's effective implementation. So what's your opinion about opting for this approach? And what do you think would be tangible diplomatic and legal benefits of this accession? Thank you.
Well, I hope that I went into those specifics. I listed those 4 areas, but I think one of the things that I'm not seeing right now is the rest of the international community stepping up, right? They need to step up and they need to speak up as well. And every panelist that's been here today has said that we are all in this together. I don't consider this just a Pakistan-India issue. I live in America. I'm here because this is important. And water being used as a weapon is catastrophic. It is literally life and death for people, and that's what I hope people focus on, is that fact, because there are conflicts going on all around the world. There is a loss of fuel, there is a loss of things that provide, that we need to have energy to pump water filtration systems, etc. So the fact if you don't have water, but you also don't have fuel because of another conflict that's happening at the same time, it's absolutely a recipe for disaster. So I do feel globally, if we're going to maintain global order, that we all are in this together, and we all need to speak up for one another and be good partners. Thank you.
Okay, any other question? Okay, the gentleman in the front row.
Thank you so much. My name is Muhammad Ali. I'm a policy analyst. My question is aimed at our Chinese friend, Professor Victor Gao. You mentioned something very profound when you chose your words carefully by mentioning India as a middle riparian, not the upper riparian, which I understand as stressing the point that actually Indus starts from China. So in that context, I also appreciate when you express solidarity and support for Pakistan's territorial integrity and national security. So in tangible terms, what should Pakistan expect, both in terms of diplomatic, legal, and strategic support from Beijing? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I made the comments in my personal capacity. I think the fact that India is not the real upstream country is very significant, because if China and Pakistan cooperate, and I hope they will, find the will and the commitment to cooperate, we can, in addition to whatever that needs to be done to straighten out all the provisions in the IWT treaty itself, create a situation where India may be deterred from playing rough against Pakistan. Now, how that can be done technically, what can be lined up between China, the real upstream country, and Pakistan, the real downstream country, together, vis-a-vis the midstream country, if I may say so, that is the key. I think it would require a lot of wisdom and technical expertise to find out what exactly can be done. Now, further, between China and India, China is always on the upstream, not only as far as India's river, Indus River is concerned, Brahmaputra, for example, and quite a few others flowing from the Himalayas, sometimes through Nepal, Bhutan, further down into India. So I think some message can be prepared to inform India that you should not play rough against a downstream country like Pakistan, which happens to be an ironclad friend of China, and there is tremendous amount of goodwill in my country towards the people here in Pakistan, and I think the Chinese government may also decide not to spare any resources to make sure that Pakistan is not being played rough by the midstream country. Now, how exactly things can be lined up so that India can be deterred from doing the wrong thing as far as, this IWT clauses are concerned, that's the key. I'm happy to, have a private chat with you if you are interested to see what exactly can be done. So my point is simple. Looking at the IWT itself is important, and I support whatever that can be done correctly, properly within that framework. But my concern is that if India has already decided to play rough against Pakistan, simply going through the framework and the parameters of the treaty itself may not solve the problem in a timely manner. And while nothing should be stopped in this direction, some alternative options probably need to be prepared as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gao, in your very personal capacity, as you always love to say, for issuing those, we could call them alternate warning system to our neighbor by an ironclad friend. Might be very useful at this time. I think we have time for one last question, and we'd ask the lady in the second row.
Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Saima Sukhera, and my question is from General Amir. So as you've been on different key appointments and you know all the strategic ins and outs and pros and cons of India, Pakistan both, so you still think that Indus Water Treaty still fits for purpose in the era of climate change, or it still needs a serious renegotiation? Thank you.
Okay. This question should have been better asked from climate experts and the technical experts, but the fact remains that this was not the Indian logic to hold the treaty in abeyance. This was not the logic which was used by India to start violating the treaty even before April 25. Their logic is simple. It is a logic which is born out of a coercive strategy which has been part of India's game for last many years. However, that be on one side, if there is we all know that there are changes in the climate, there are glacial melts, there, lots of other things have changed. Demographies have also altered, and water usage has also changed. Indus Water Commission was always there. They stopped meeting a long time back before April 25 with the Indus Commissioner. All these things could have been together in good faith by the researchers, by the scientists, should have been discussed to frame the broader parameters within which the climate change and all the changes could fit in. And then the treaty had to, because this is a very gold standard treaty, how the treaty is to be modified or kind of a tandem is to be attached with the treaty, that it is in the benefit of the people of both states. But that's not the good faith so far. I'm sure there are very empowered people from the government who are sitting here. I don't think so Pakistan has ever hesitated to talk about the treaty in good faith. But if that is the intention, so far that intention has not surfaced from the present government. It is unilateral actions that they have taken, starting not only from, because I said that it is a part of a wider construct. I'm repeating the same again. What happened on 5th of May 2019, unilaterally trying to change the status of Kashmir, although they can't do it because there are 3-4 parties, international community also part of the dispute. They can't do it, but they tried to do it. And they are supporting a lot of other actions against Pakistan which are very seriously harmful to the interests of Pakistan and the people of Pakistan, particularly in the form of proxies and others. In that set, what happened in May or April 2025, they went ahead with a military action against Pakistan. And on the very next day when this happened, Pahalgam happened, they announced the treaty to be held in abeyance, and there is no evidence of Pakistan's involvement in that kind of an action in Pahalgam and all. So it seems kind of preconceived actions to corner Pakistan, which obviously Pakistan is not going to do. So let's preserve the treaty first and then talk about what has materially changed in terms of climate and other things